All right. We got the best Tesla, which is the Model Y. This is the best selling car in the world right now. If you don't believe me, go check it out. And today, we're going to be doing a review of the Long Range 2024.
All right, so let's go on a test drive for the Model Y. And I tell you, this car is just unbelievable. So, very easy to operate. Okay, it's already in drive here. And I tell you, this is probably one of the best vehicles and quickest vehicles out there, especially if you were to get the performance. It's really fast. But if you want a whole nother level of fast, I would recommend the Model S Plaid or the Model X Plaid. That's a whole totally different beast. Tesla is known for having a really good ride quality. The shocks on this vehicle is amazing. I've driven a Model 3, especially the new Model 3 Highland. You really want to go take that car for a test drive because they've even improved it. And I'm sure a lot of the new technology that's come from the new Model 3 will eventually come into the Model Y refresh, which is nicknamed Special Jupiter. And I'm sure that eventually you'll be able to see some of the differences. So they'll probably be adding your screen back here in the latest Model Y. So definitely look forward to that. I tell you, this car is very easy to get in and drive. If you don't know, the car is always on. So a car being always on means that you can get in, go into drive really quickly. I gotta quickly head over to my house. And the crazy thing is, I only have 30 minutes until the Tesla closes. But due to the fact that Tesla, they have a really good test drive program, you can always drop off the car anytime you want. And they also do overnight test drives. So if you're looking for to do a test drive or check out the vehicle, you can always do an overnight test drive with the vehicle. I tell you, this ride quality is amazing. And I'm actually going to use the full self-driving system that they have on it right now. So it's activated. The car is driving itself, and you really got to love that. This company, Tesla, they have the best self-driving network and software that you're going to get, and reliability versus any other competitor. The car changes lanes for you. And if you type in a navigation, it will fully do all the turns and all that stuff that you need to do. So one thing I'm going to actually do is I'm going to put in an address. And you know what's crazy? The reason why I beeped is because it sensed that I wasn't paying attention. So if you don't know, there's a camera up here, and it tells you whether you're paying attention or not. That's how they know if you're paying attention. So this camera up here is always watching you, and it's locked in on your eyes. So always be aware that Tesla is watching. Tesla is definitely watching. The good thing about that is that because they're watching, all data is being recorded, right? So in case of an accident, you can actually get a recorded footage of that accident, which is like, even though it doesn't seem like something that's amazing, but this has revolutionized how insurance companies claim Tesla vehicles or accidents. Because now, say if you have footage, interior footage, exterior footage of the whole accident, you can turn in that camera to the police or insurance companies to prove your case, and it makes the claim process a lot more headache-free. Like that's one thing that I really appreciate about Tesla. So there's actually a hard drive or a USB stick in the glove compartment that's recording all the footage and that you have access to. They also you have notification awareness in your mobile app, so in case anything happens, you'll get that footage on and you can just plug it into your computer, download that footage, and bang, you have it. So that's one thing I would actually love and appreciate about Tesla. It's one of the best companies to ever implement this technology and actually make it standard on all their vehicles without having to pay an additional price for that. It's standard on every when you buy Tesla, you're getting the camera stuff and the autopilot. You're not getting the full self-driving. That's a whole nother $10,000 or really depending on where you live, it's a different price. But Tesla has also scaled back on overcharging for the full self-driving because they thought that more and more people will be willing to pay more for the full self-driving. But it comes to find out that people love to drive and they're not going to pay $20,000, $30,000 for a full self-driving. So they've cut down the price and lowered it back to something that's, you can say, reasonable. But to be honest with you, I think that it should be a couple $1,000s, because that would allow them to collect more data, and that would allow them to become a better company, because I think more people would be fair in paying about a $2,000 increase rather than a $10,000 option just to have the car drive for you. But you know, it's definitely a future that you can appreciate, especially if you're tired or if you just don't feel like driving. But you know, there's also people that feel like driving. You know what I mean? Sometimes you would say, like, what's the point of having a car if you're not going to drive it? And, you know, but I tell you, I use autopilot 90% of the time driving the vehicle. I really enjoy it. I really love it. I love the fact that it can change lanes. And I'm actually in love with the Model Y. Like, I've driven the Model 3. I've owned the Model 3. But I'm in love with the Model Y. The Model Y kicks and ticks all boxes for me. With the Model 3, I find that I have to adjust my seating a lot more. It's not as comfortable. I find that the ride height position is not the best and not the most optimal with the Model Y. So, for me, I really appreciate what the Model Y has to offer. It's an unbelievable vehicle, and I think that you'll notice if you ever plan on taking this car for a test drive, and I highly recommend that you take it for a test drive. It's definitely 5 stars, and it does have a 5-star safety rating across the board. Same as the Model 3, same as the Model S and X. It is a safe vehicle. The only thing you might have to worry about is due to the fact that it's a battery operated vehicle, there's something called battery degradation, and the battery degradation means that over time you're going to be losing range. You'll lose about maybe 10% of the battery throughout the longevity, or it could be even more depending on your driving habits and how heavy you are on the foot pedal. Like obviously, if you're taking this car to the track, if you're really heavy on the accelerator, the battery is going to degrade. If you live in a climate where it's really, really hot, the battery is going to degrade. So that's one thing that you have to consider when owning an electric vehicle, is that over the time the range is going to decrease. But that's also same with a gas vehicle. The gas vehicles, they don't have the same range over time. But you will see a little more degradation, a little bit more range loss with a battery operated vehicle. Tesla does offer an 8-year warranty or a limited kilometer, I think about 100,000 kilometer or 80,000 kilometers, depending on whether you have the standard range or long range warranty on the battery. And it also comes with a powertrain warranty and a warranty on the vehicle. So you don't have to worry about parts. One thing that I would have to say that is really worrisome sometimes when owning an electric vehicle is that due to the fact that it's new technology, repairs are a little bit costly, and I do find that Tesla does charge a high labor cost for repairing things. Tesla normally, well, any car company nowadays, they don't really repair panels, they replace panels. So if you end up dinging your door, dinging a quarter panel, dinging any type of thing, what they'll do is they'll bill you to completely cut out that panel and replace it. And so something that might cost a couple of $1,000s, with Tesla, the repair bill might even range in the 5-figure. I've had something that one company quoted me $3,500 to repair. At Tesla, they quoted me $14,000 because they wanted to do everything brand new. So that's one thing you gotta watch out. Repair cost a lot. The overall brand is a luxury brand, no matter how you say it. They are a tech brand, but you're paying luxury prices because the labor is really high on repairs and servicing. But for the first few years of owning the vehicle, most of the majority of everything is going to be covered by service warranty. Another thing is the maintenance of this vehicle. This car doesn't require much maintenance. Maintenance is windshield wiper fluid. You don't have to redo the brakes, so that's something you don't have to worry about because this car has regenerative braking. The car uses the energy it uses to propel it forward to slow it down. And that energy that you get from regenerative braking goes right back into the battery. So that's one thing that's also amazing about owning an electric vehicle. So your range and the overall vehicle is very, very efficient. I tell you, I really, really love the car. I highly recommend, if you're thinking about ordering one, you go right ahead and do it. Tesla previously had a referral program. That referral program was closed. It's closed. I'm sure there'll be the referral going back. So thank you for watching. I'm going to head over and pick up something at my place, and then I'm going to go return back the vehicle. Thank you. Take care. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. Please subscribe.